Welcome back to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s Bball cards here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a little bit of TikTok. We'll see how much more of that I can do. So today we've got part 2 of a very exciting PSA submission that I had teased a little bit ago. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. All right, so before we show the cards, like I said, this is part 2 of the 2 parts of the PSA submission. I wanted to break it down so it was a little bit more, easy to consume. So this is going to be roughly 20 cards. I think I haven't counted it yet. I haven't filled out the paperwork yet, which I need to do as well. But this is going to be the bulk portion of the submission. So if you didn't see that first video, I'll link that up down in the description. I'll try to have a card come up right here if I can figure that out. But the first part was Express and Standard. So this is going to be some of the bulk stuff, some of the things that maybe I think the grades might be a little bit lower, making the value a little bit lower, or stuff that might be a little bit less value, or stuff that I think is just kind of a gamble, maybe things that have very low pop counts or next to no or none graded, all kinds of stuff. So there's some fun stuff in here, definitely some surprises that I think you might be surprised to see. So let's get right into the cards, some fun things in here that you might not expect. All right, let's get right into it. So first ones we have here, we've actually got 3 that I'm going to share with you. So you might have heard me talk about these before. These are the 97-98 Upper Deck Collector's Choice Star Attraction Gold of Penny Hardaway. So I've got 3 of those that I've been able to find that are in, relatively decent condition. So, like I said, these are pretty rare cards. I've opened some packs. We talked about how rare these are, specifically only in the Anco or the special retail packs. So not only are they hard to find and hard to come by, but they also are pretty condition sensitive with all the foil, the die cuts and whatnot. So finding some that don't have any obvious imperfections is next to impossible. So these ones I'm hoping to get, 8, maybe 9. It's really kind of an experiment to see how well these can grade. Like I said, these are the best condition ones that I could find. So, hopefully they do well, but, just kind of experimenting, trying to see how those might fare. Pretty hard to come by those. All right, next one we have here, kind of a very niche card here. So this one is the 2002 Sports Illustrated for Kids Tom Brady. This is my friend Joe's card. So this one also is a little bit of an experiment. These SI Kids cards are things that, some people have speculated might start to gain in popularity. Definitely not the most prevalent cards out there because a lot of them got destroyed. I know I had SI for Kids growing up, did not keep the cards, did not keep them in any sort of good shape. So, with the perforated edges and stuff, not exactly sure how well this will grade. Pretty sure centering is key on these and without a defined border. We don't know, but this is the first, I believe, SI Kids card for Tom Brady. So pretty early on in his playing career and when he started to get more prevalent. So this is one that Joe's going to send away. Hopefully it gets a 9. I think that's what we're going for. And, see how it does. Not sure if he's going to move this regardless of the grade. I think this is one he's going to keep for his collection. All right, next one we've got is, again, for Joe. We've got 5 copies of the Stadium Club Tom Brady base card from 2002. So another one of Brady early in his career. Now, you might remember when we opened up some packs of 2002 Topps Chrome that 2002 is kind of Tom Brady's second year. Some products like Topps Chrome 2002 was the first year that Tom Brady was in the product. So some didn't have him because he was a 6th-round draft pick. He was not starting until he made that first Super Bowl run after Drew Bledsoe got injured. So these are pretty early in his career, kind of considered second-year cards. So sending these away, hoping that they do well for Joe. But who's to know, really, how well these could do. The sky's the limit here. Hopefully we get some good surprises here. All right, next one we've got, this might look familiar. So 99 2000 Flair Focus of Shaq. So in the first video, you saw me share this as one that's going to go in our standard submission. I made a mistake. All right, so this is my friend Zach's card. He is sending this bulk. So, you know, no change here in what he's hoping. He's hoping for a 10 here. There's really no comps to back up any sort of valuation, but, you know, hopefully it does well for him. Not sure if he's looking to move it, but I would guesstimate it's probably in the, you know, 50, 60, 70, you know, somewhere between $50 and $100 is what I would guesstimate if it gets a 10. You know, we'll see how it does. Hopefully it does very well for him, but I wanted to make sure that I share this, that this is not going, as I originally said, in standard. This is going to go in the bulk order. So when we get the bulk order back, we'll see this and see how it does. All right, another one for Joe here. We've got 99 2000 Stadium Club Chrome Visionaries Refractor of Tim Duncan. Beautiful cards here. I love these inserts with a refractor. So, you know, this is one that Joe is, you know, it's a PC card of his. He collects Tim Duncan, but he's hoping for a 10. You know, that's probably about $80, $90, $100 card if it does get a 10. So hopefully that is very well. Very nice looking cards. I really think that these are underappreciated. I don't see many people sharing these, but they're definitely beauties. Another Tim Duncan here. We've got 98 99 Upper Deck Super Powers Quantum Silver. So this is one of Joe's PC cards also. We've you know, shown some other ones. You saw the Jordan in the last submission. So here's a PC guy, but this is kind of a double PC card for Joe. So again, hoping that this does really well. You know, no idea. This is like I said, it's a PC card. It's going in his set. So hopefully we get something nice back. And here again, Stephon Marbury, same set, 98, 99, Upper Deck, I keep trying to call it Stadium Club. Superpowers, Quantum Silver of Stephon Marbury. Again, another one for Joe's PC, so hopefully this is a nice one as well. All right, here are some surprising cards I think you might be shocked to see. So the first one here we've got is you know, a Prizm of Cam Newton. This one is from 2013. This is the blue, and you know, just like the Tom Brady blue that we looked at last time, this is you know, one of those colors that's fully saturated, beautiful. Joe being a big Patriots fan, going into the season, very excited for Cam Newton. Right now, at the time of filming this, Cam Newton's not doing the best with the Patriots, and the Patriots aren't either, but hopefully he can turn it around. You know, Cam is a phenomenal talent who's had some great years and some not so great years, so hopefully he can turn around, but this is going to be a fun one to see. You know, typically these grade pretty well. Not a whole lot of comps here either, so, you know, hoping for a 10 on this one. That'll be nice to see. All right, next up we've got two more Cam Newton Prizm from 2014. These are the orange die cuts. You know, so same story here, looking for 10s on these. Those would be great to see come back and do really well for Joe. And again, hopefully we see Cam Newton do a little bit better for Joe as well as a Patriots fan, right? All right, next up, another Cam Newton Prizm. This one's from 2012 Prizm. This is the red die cut. You know, and this one being the first year of Prizm, these do pretty well in terms of the market. So Joe actually got a box of 2012 Prizm for football, and you know, was really looking forward to getting some crazy stuff. And at the time when he opened this, Cam Newton was not on the Patriots, so he was not too excited about this card. And then when he became a Patriot, he was very excited. This is the one that he pulled. So very excited to see how this does for him. You know, again, hoping for a 10 here. Not a whole lot of comps out there, so you know, we'll see how it does. Probably about a $90, $100 card if it does get a 10. So hoping that does well for Joe. All right, next up we've got 98, 99 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant. This is a base card. You know, so Kobe Bryant cards are doing very well, his Chrome cards especially. So this is his third year in the league. And I just think this is a really cool picture. You know, the Lakers had a lot of playoff battles with these Rockets. You can see Clyde Drexler right there. Also, I love the shoes here, those crazy 8s that did get retroed by Adidas. So back in Kobe's Adidas days. Pretty cool card here. This is one that I pulled from a box back in the day. So we'll see how this does. You know, I'm looking at this, I don't see that it's the best centering, so I'm thinking it's probably an 8 or a 9 is what I'm going to estimate. So if that holds true, if it's an 8 or 9, it's about a $90 card. Maybe I get a little bit surprised, but we'll see how it does. Next one here, a little bit of a surprise as well. 2004 is technically the year on this. This is the Upper Deck National Trading Card Day
kind of a rookie card for LeBron James. So, you know, some people consider this a rookie, some people say it's an XRC. But either way, really cool picture there from actually the rookie game that LeBron was in. You know, so I love that. That's, you know, kind of one of those iconic rookie year pictures of LeBron. You know, so it being a kind of rookie card, I thought this would be a good one to go ahead and get slabbed and hold on to for a long time. Hoping for a 9 on this. You know, I don't think it's a 10, but maybe I get surprised by that. You know, in a 9, it's about $100 card. But they fluctuate significantly on the market. These aren't necessarily the most sought after cards, but LeBron collectors do enjoy these. So happy to have this graded, and hopefully it does well. Next one here, we've got 2006-2007 EX of Kobe. So you saw the LeBron in the last submission. The Kobe does a little bit less when it comes up for sale in a good grade. You know, so hoping for a 9 or a 10 here. You know, I'm really gunning for a 9. But this one is just a really cool picture of Kobe. I love that white uniform. You can see the bottom of the Huarache, which was the Nike shoe that he wore before he had an official signature shoe under his own name brand. But that going with the white Lakers jersey, which I was a big fan of. And my wife is a big fan of Kobe and the Lakers. So this is a fun one. Great picture of him throwing down that reverse dunk. You know, this is just a cool one, and I love that EX design. The hollow foil on there, acetate, all kinds of goodness. For a card from 2006, it doesn't get too much more like the 90s than this does. So we'll see how that does as well. And last but certainly not least, 97-98 Flair Showcase. This is the row 2 of Michael Jordan. You may remember I actually pulled this kind of in an episode. So when I was really excited to open those 97-98 Flair Showcase packs, this was in the first pack I opened when I was a knucklehead and didn't hit record on the camera. So I did not capture that on video. I was, you know, kind of filming the episode when I pulled this, so it was part of that episode in my mind. So, you know, we'll see how this does. It was definitely very clean when it came out of the pack, with the exception of one small ding on, I believe it was this lower left-hand corner. So, you know, I'm kind of targeting a 9 on this one. If it does get a 9, it's about a $100 card. If it gets a 10, it's about a $200 or $250 card, sometimes a little bit more. You know, I don't expect it to get a 10, but who knows? Sometimes we get good surprises. So that's definitely one I'm excited, because it was one that we pulled together.
There we have the bulk submission that we have prepared. So, you know, like I said, it's a little bit from both myself, Joe, and Zach, who you guys have seen a couple times on the videos. So hopefully we get some good surprises. Again, this is the bulk submission, so these take quite a bit of time to get back, going through a group submitter or just subbing it on your own. You know, so the last one that we had was around COVID, so I'm not going to use that as a baseline, but from what I'm seeing from other people with bulk submissions, you know, 6 months is not an unreasonable turnaround time. So you're definitely going to be patient and wait for these to come back. Who knows when they might come back, in all honesty. I'm not going to set any expectations on turnaround time. You know, we've talked about what we are hoping for grades, and thank you very much. So somebody actually reached out to me after the part 1 video who has some more expertise than myself, significantly more expertise in grading. So they actually helped me out and took a look at the cards that I had already submitted or already prepared to submit, to let me know kind of how close I should expect to see those grades to what I was targeting. So still going to send all those out. Really appreciate, he wanted to remain anonymous, so I will respect that, but I really appreciate you helping me out, somebody on Instagram. And also, talking about Instagram shoutouts, there is an account that I wanted to let you guys know that you should definitely check out if you love basketball and love some art around it. EMGE13 is an account that I have really been enjoying. Some really creative, he calls it, I think, color bound. Some really creative pictures of, iconic pictures really, of a lot of the great players from not only the 90s but also modern day. So some really cool stuff that I think you should definitely check out. So if you haven't found him on Instagram, I have shared a number of his posts on Instagram. EMGE13. I will definitely make sure to put that down so you can see it written, to make sure that you get it right. But if you haven't seen some of my posts also, my story and such, keep an eye out. I will post more there, but check that account out. I really enjoy it. And he's got some really cool stuff coming up for baseball as well, and some other stuff outside of what we've already seen from him. So really exciting things, always some new and really just eye-catching designs. So really cool stuff there. Wanted to shout those two guys out. One of them private, private, one of them more public. So thank you as always. I love the engagement on social media, whether it's Facebook, especially Instagram. I see a lot of cool stuff there, Twitter, and also obviously here on YouTube. I really appreciate you coming, checking out the content. Hopefully you enjoyed the look behind the scenes of this bulk submission. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. And even if you're not new, if you've been watching and haven't subbed yet, please do so. It helps the channel for sure. And you know, share, help us spread the word of this great hobby and this passion that we have in collecting. Thanks. We'll talk later. Bye.